What's up, everybody, and welcome to Comics Icons. Now, JJ, what they call me. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. We got more gang war, this time in the form of Spider-Man issue number 41. Now, when we last saw in issue number 40, a few things went down. First off, we got word from Tombstone that Fisk was showing up and he was on his way. And of course, Spider-Man thought that was the Rose that he was talking about, Wilson Fisk's son. And we also got Madam Mask taking over more territory. We saw her get control of Hammerhead's gang. And then we saw Rose Fisk, who Spider-Man thought Tombstone was talking about. We saw him actually waiting for Janice Lincoln, the daughter of Tombstone, who also we got a reveal of in a new, hideous-looking, crazy-ass outfit. But then at the end, we got the reveal that it wasn't Rose that Tombstone was talking about. It was Wilson Fisk, Kingpin. So, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all like me and was wondering, what happens next since Kingpin enters the fray, y'all know what time it is. Let's get it. So, issue 41 picks up pretty much exactly where issue 40 leaves off. So we got Kingpin in the room with his wife Typhoid Mary and a bunch of goons from the Hellfire Club, along with Tombstone, Spider-Man, and She-Hulk. As we get some dialogue with Spider-Man, and he's thinking to himself, man, there's a gang war going on. The city's on fire, and Tombstone is helping me put it out. He knows this world. He's made one thing clear. When the Kingpin wants to talk, you listen. So when we get the interaction between the big boys, the big dogs, Tombstone and Kingpin, Kingpin is like, please, Lonnie, you can call me Wilson. So Tombstone is like, well, what can I do for you, Wilson? I'm glad you asked. I'm here because my son has been drawn into your war. He's making a play for territory and revenge. And Tombstone's like, if the Rose wants revenge, you could tell him I'm right here. It's not that simple. He's going after your family. He is his father's son, after all. Meanwhile, we got Typhoid Mary sitting behind Wilson. And, she's crazier than a bag of bats. And she's waving and blowing kisses at somebody. And as we see She-Hulk and Spider-Man trying to figure out who the hell she's looking at. Spider-Man's like, me? Is she looking at me? But meanwhile, Tombstone's like, Janice, I pick her to win that fight all day. Talk about against Rose. And Kingpin's like, that's why I sent an army of Hellfire troops to make sure this goes my way. I've invested a lot of time and energy into the boy. I can't leave anything to chance. Meanwhile, Crazy Ass still back there doing her thing. She blows a kiss and now She-Hulk's like, is it me? Spider-Man's like, I can't tell. This chick crazy as hell. But Tombstone's like, so you came here to ask me to stay out of it? Gonna take a lot more than asking. And Kingpin's like, these things take what they take, don't they? No one leaves until the deed is done. Now Mary, she just full out waving. She didn't reach her hand across fist. And now Spider-Man and She-Hulk, now they out. Like, who the hell is she pointing at? It's like, I don't know. She's freaking me out. She's like, hee, you're cute. And now Kingpin realizes, and he's like, damn it, Typhoid, have some respect. She backed up, snickering to herself. Spider-Man's like, thank you. That was confusing. Kingpin is still looking at us like, why do you act like this? Because it makes you crazy. And you fight so good when you're crazy. Here he comes. And now Tombstone is pissed since, he threatened to come after his daughter and all. Call off your men, Fisk. Come make me Lincoln. And in the battle of the big boys is on. They collide like Godzilla versus Kong. Just smash. And meanwhile, Spider-Man and She-Hulk got to deal with the goons. And, that crazy chick. So Spider-Man's like, don't you guys mop the floors at Hellfire Club? Hope you wash your hands. And She-Hulk's like, yeah, this is cute, but I have to level with you. You're gonna need more men. And she's wiping them all off the board, quick and easy like. Man, here comes the crazy chick, if they're crazy like that, they're gonna be doing some damage. She's like, ha, that's rarely the answer. Burn for me. And she sets them all on fire. Even her own crew while they fight. So then we transition over to the Rose and Janice and her gang from where we last left off. And Janice is like, Harlem's mine, Fisk. You want it? You have to go through me. And Fisk is like, well, going through you is the point, Lincoln. I want to be able to tell your pops how scared you were when Digger tore you apart. And she's like, I don't dress like this to get scared, Fisk. If poor man's Bruce Banner there is too dumb to know when he's outnumbered, that's his problem. And Digger's like, dumb? Let us at her, boss. Go. Why you think I brought you? And now Digger's ready for action. Everybody better watch how they're talking to us. Then we go back to the smash mouth between Tombstone and Kingpin. Now they going back and forth. These giants are colliding. It's the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. As they get in real close, Tombstone's like, too close, Fist. Too close. And then crack, headbutts him. And Fist like, yeah, good. Your heart's in it. Good. And Spider-Man's like, well, why did I get stuck with the grunts? Meanwhile, Psycho Chick, she fixing her makeup. Well, She-Hulk's trying to put out the fire that she just set. She's like, stay still. She wraps a bunch of the guys up in some curtains, trying to save they crew. You're lucky New York has good Samaritan laws. And she bashes them trying to put out the flames. Yeah, I'm not too happy about it either. Then enter the crazy chick. She comes running at She-Hulk with a sword. That buzzkill. She-Hulk's like, I'm officially over you. Spider-Man tries to warn her, watch the sword, Jen. And as Jen goes to block the sword, it actually cuts her. She's like, yes, Jen, get a good look. And Jen's like, nice try. First time fighting, the gamma irradiated. And she's like, ow. She realizes that blade cut her. And Mary's like, adamantium dipped edges. It was a gift. Pays to have your anniversary on Coca-Cola. Then we get back over to Rose and Janice and them as Digger's taking on her whole crew. They like, you don't get to just fight one of us. He's like, fine by me. And he grabs them all up. He's a gang by himself. He gets to whooping ass. So, the rabbit chick, she's like, you just start grabbing appendages? How dare you? And he's like, but I thought we were fighting. Electro was like, we are now. And then she zaps him. Die. It doesn't work. He's like, sorry, ladies. We're already dead. And he continues just to land a smackdown on all these chicks. And he's like, all you did was put us in a bad mood. And he rips Scorpion's tail apart. But don't think we forgot about you. As he goes after Janice. Throws her through the door. And that's when Rose is like, I got a message for your dad. And he just unloads his pistol out. Blam, 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 blam. She gets up with that ugly ass crazy looking outfit and it's like, you're gonna need more than bullets. He's like, I see. And she's like, not anymore. And she cracks his glasses right off his face. Then we go back over to Madame Mask, the other crazy chick in the story. And we see her talking with Shotgun. And she's like, downtown is still a toss-up between Shang-Chi and Mr. Negative. Though I could see Lady Yulan surprising us. I've consolidated Crime Master's territory, but Tombstone's daughter is up against the Rose for control of everything north of Central Park. Silvermane chimes in, excuse me, are you using my head as a paperweight? She's like, yes. Shut the hell up. Then Shotgun tells her, Lincoln has an army and the street cred to lead. She gets the rest of Harlem, and she's gonna be a problem. And she's like, she's not getting Harlem. The Kingpin's back in town. He's not gonna let his son get killed. Fair or not, the Rose is gonna win. It's gonna be House of Fist versus House of Nefaria. Come, father, I may have use for you yet. Then we go back to the Battle of the Giants with Kingpin and Tombstone. Kingpin's like, is that all you have, Lonnie? Come on, we used to be muscle. Have you gone soft? Do we still have it? Show me. And that's exactly what Lonnie does. He's like, yes, now we're getting somewhere. Then he goes to punch him and then somebody jumps in. That's enough. And we see a Spider-Man as he whips up Fist's hand just as he goes to punch Tombstone. Kicks him in the ribs while pulling his hand back. Oops, I've stepped on a rib. And Tombstone looks at Spider-Man and he's like, I've got this. He's like, have you told your teeth that? And then Kingpin gets up like, that's enough, boy. And then he steals off on Spider-Man. The grown-ups are talking and he knocks him into a bunch of his Hellfire troops. Then we see the crazy chick again. She's fighting She-Hulk still. And she looks over, while she's fighting She-Hulk, she looks at Spider-Man. She's like, your friend looks a little not on fire. Then she lights Spider-Man on fire. She-Hulk's like, hold on, Spidey. She comes to help put him out. Got you. And she's like, Jen, look out. And just then, Typhoid Mary stabs Jen in the back with her adamantium sword. What the hell? She's like, before I was flirting with Spider-Man, you ugly bitch. Damn, this crazy chick. Insane. But then Jen, she elbows her. It's like, yeah, well, you're gonna need more than makeup tomorrow, and I'll heal in a few seconds. She pulls the sword right out of her own back like a gangster. And we see Spider-Man dealing with those Hellfire goons. Like, Wolverine was right. You guys are the worst. While simultaneously, the big boys are still going at it. This fight non-stop. Ain't nobody really winning this thing. They whooping each other's ass, and you can see their faces are both battered and bruised. As the punches are going back and forth. Meanwhile, now, She-Hulk's got the advantage over Typhoid Mary, and Mary's like, take it easy, sugar. See, that's why you're in trouble. I am. And then she says that. We transition back over to the Rose and Janice Lincoln fight as Digger is whooping the ass of all Janice's associates. Janice is still going back and forth with Fisk. She's whooping the brakes off of him. She beating his ass. You gotta understand, Fisk, I don't give a damn who your dad is. I'm taking what's mine, and I'm taking it. Then she's like, what's that? As they hear something rumbling in the background, and then they crash through the door of some soldiers. Light them up! Then we get back over to the Kingpin and Tombstone fight as his phone starts to ring. In the middle of the fight, his phone starts to ring. She-Hulk's like, somebody getting a call? Then the crazy chick's like, ha, 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 that's good news is what that is. Spider-Man's like, good news? Then Kingpin in the middle of the fight is like, well, if you'll excuse me, I've got to take this. Hello? I see. Thank you. And then he hangs up. It's over. And Tombstone's looking like, what the hell was that about? And that's the end of the issue, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Was that Kingpin's crew? He just said that he sent some boys over there. So did they take out Janice? Or did they just put her down and kidnap her? Or what's going on? Definitely can't wait to see how that turns out. You know, this issue was a little meh, you know. But definitely dope to see Kingpin back in on the story. And can't wait to see issue 42 to see what happens with the Beetle. You know, maybe that ugly ass costume gonna save us some kind of way. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how this thing kicks off. But looking forward to see how this gang war continues. And ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments what y'all think. If y'all been rocking with how this thing's been going down so far, and how would you change it otherwise? But yeah, do your boy a solid. If you rocking with this channel, you like how it's going down, help a brother out. Drop a like, share, and subscribe to this thing, man, for more icons in the comic book world. And don't forget to click that bell too to turn on notifications. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out this thing. Peace.